If your boss can't understand that we're all at home and we're all on top of each other and we're all dealing with issues with our kids and partners being at home, then your boss is a bit of a jerk, really.
A lot of us are finding ourselves working from home at the moment, and that can be quite a different way of working. You know, we're used to getting up in the morning and getting ready and going off to work in our office.
Working from home has been an interesting experience. Very overwhelming, very, very difficult if you have children at home as well as a husband who's also working from home.
Our offices or workplaces are set up environments for us to be productive and minimise distractions. And now all of a sudden we are having our laptop and our work spread over the kitchen table.
Your usual workday is not going to be achieved in this environment and this situation. It is impossible. I am hearing mums around the globe telling me that they are waking up at 5 a.m, trying to get work done before the homeschooling starts, then trying to homeschool kids who are really difficult to homeschool, by the way, and then trying to go back to work in the afternoon and then working through to 12. This is way too much pressure. It's totally unachievable and you need to stop.
For a lot of us, I don't think it's realistic that we would get the same amount of work done at home than we would if we were going to work. So I think it's really important to make sure that your expectations aren't too high. Be really gentle with yourself.
You need to be a lot more kinder to yourself, recognising that you cannot achieve a typical workday in a home working situation where the entire family is at home and on top of each other is the very first step.
Remembering what we said earlier about us being in crisis at the moment also, our brains might not actually be wired to be productive at the moment. A lot of us might be in that stress response and our emotion brain is kicking in. So the idea that, you know, we can concentrate and focus and think clearly is really difficult right now. Another thing that we might really be waiting for is some kind of motivation to work. And motivation is a bit of a cheeky gremlin because motivation doesn't always exist. Sometimes we have to build our muscle of habit and discipline.
The second step is setting up your own space, even if it's in your own bedroom. Setting a little desk up, putting all your things there, keeping it neat and tidy, and knowing that when you go into that space, you're sitting down and you're working. Make sure that the kids know that they cannot distract you during that time, even if it's only for an hour. Just give mum or dad an hour so that we can sit down and get a little bit of work done. But you do need to have your own space. If you're at home with your husband or wife, having one at one end of the house and one at the other end of the house is really useful. Steering away from each other, because hearing the other person on the phone walking around, it can become quite irritating, and then you can start arguing and bickering with each other.
Another thing that you might be able to do is to have some kind of routine to your day, which again might be really difficult at the moment, but there might be a block of time that you get in the morning to do some work while the kids are off watching Netflix. That is okay.
Being authentic about what your current situation is very, very important. If you are on a conference call to your work and your children are interrupting, don't get mad with your kids. Don't start yelling at them. Just let your boss know, I'm really, really sorry. The kids are on top of me at the moment. I might need to take 5 minutes. If your boss can't understand that we're all at home and we're all on top of each other and we're all dealing with issues with our kids and partners being at home, then your boss is a bit of a jerk, really. I think just sharing with people that your experience is difficult and that you can't operate as you usually would if you were in an office without distraction.
If you find these videos helpful, hit the subscribe button and we'll see you next time.